What's up, everybody? It's Thursday night, and guess what? You don't get no salt in your diet tonight if you're on this show.
Man, I always find myself humming to that song in the intro.
I know I do too. It's kind of sad and scary, isn't it? All right, so we are going to do this first episode of Ask Wilmy.
Ask the old bastard.
What? Yeah, same thing. So, what questions do you guys have in the chat? And Leo is going to start pulling the questions up on Twitter. So the point of this is to have fun, everybody. It's not to talk shit about other YouTubers. That's not what we're here for. I did see a couple of those earlier on Twitter. I'm not here to talk about another YouTuber or content creator or any of those people. We're here to have fun, and that's about it.
Do what we do.
Exactly. So let's see. Do we have... I saw Spook had put something up.
Yeah, he was asking about what Sony was thinking.
Quick question, Wilmy, and anyone who has any kind of understanding that I'm clearly lacking, what the heck was Sony thinking today? Honestly, I don't think there was a lot of thought process went into that state of play. I made it a point to watch that today, and I really was not impressed. I was looking out. I really wanted to be wowed. There were some good indie games in there, but nothing that I'm really going to play. So I don't know.
I know you're all about that bathroom guy game.
Oh, yeah, the pedestrian. Oh, yeah, dude. Totally. I want to play a pedestrian sign.
I want to know, did the developers of that just like go to a bathroom at a restaurant and like, you know what?
We totally got an idea.
And then they do another line of Coke. Yeah.
And then they go, okay, we can get backing for this, right? And somebody backed it. I mean, but the funny part, I'm going to agree with Adam. Oh, that's not Adam. Sony seemed to like cartoon games all of a sudden. Adam, I 100% agree, dude. It's kind of weird all of a sudden because, you know, at the end of last year, Xbox only had, you know, cartoony games, and now that's pretty much all I'm seeing on the Sony camp.
For sure.
I mean, that one game looked kind of cool. What was it, the Hood, I think it was called? The like Robin Hood ripoff?
The only bad part about that Hood game is it's a 4 versus 4.
Oh, it is a multiplayer 4?
It's a multiplayer 4v4, and
I thought it was like Wildlands or something where you had like a group with you.
Oh, I got the feeling that it's going to be pretty much DOA.
I didn't even know Focus made multiplayer games like that.
I didn't either.
Because the last thing they did was whatchamacallit, Greedfall.
Yeah. But I don't think that will go very far. And then to Grady, most anticipated game this holiday, Cyberpunk.
Great pick.
Totally Cyberpunk. I'm waiting for that game very patiently. I've got high hopes for it.
Have you been reading up on old D&D books of it?
No.
Because I know it was tabletop.
We got another question. Ghost is already halfway down in his chair, so this show must only be half as long. No, really? we're gonna go to the question stop, and let's see. I saw another one. Where'd he go? Hey, at least the chat and everything's working. Well, Spook, I'm looking forward to some of these questions too, dude. I'm surprised we don't have more yet. Because that was the point.
I got a whole list of them.
Okay,
you want to start going off that? From Wandering Dutch, you might know him.
I've heard of him.
Dear Wilmy, how much wood could a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I think a woodchuck would chuck wood as long as a woodchuck could chuck wood. How's that?
Works for me. You, Ghost?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way to go.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, how about from Italian Clowns? Is H.R. Bomber an alien? Have you confirmed this by a fingerprint test? His fingers are large enough for E.T. to phone home.
Well, according to Sean Layden, who is still held at Area 51, I do believe that we got legitimate confirmation that Bomber's fingers are from ET, the extraterrestrial. I'm pretty sure he is.
From Optimus Code. Dear Wilmy, do you think VR will ramp up on the PS5? And if so, will MS have an answer for SXX or Series X?
From somebody that owns multiple VRs, I don't think they will, Code. I really don't. And good to see you in the chat, by the way, sir. And matter of fact, I think Code is going to be on Gaming Beyond the Box with us next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
But I don't think Xbox is going to get into VR. I'd be really shocked if they did. We've only had a couple of really, really good VR games, and they just came out recently. And I think COVID has really put a pretty big damper on a lot of the development for the VR type games.
Oh,
I don't see a lot of them.
Chat.
I'm not seeing it yet. Jesus.
It's from Wandering Dutch.
Wandering Dutch.
Thanks for the super chat, man.
Thank you, Dutch, for the $5 super chat. Perfect answer. Ask Wilby, what's the status on that Elvis vibrating dildo? Has it arrived yet? You will have to ask Husk. He was supposed to be here tonight. I think he's going to premiere the new Elvis vibrator next Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
I know he's in.
And remember,
he's Chinese people are making.
He's doing field tests right now. I think that's why he couldn't be here tonight.
Yep. And remember, it has 3 speeds. Let me tender, don't be cruel, and Jailhouse Rock. So, but he is testing the Elvis vibrator.
Drunken Master wants to know what your favorite horror movie of all time is.
Favorite horror movie of all time? Of all time?
That's like choosing between your kids.
Yeah, it kind of is. I would say The Exorcist. The original from 1974.
Here's a new viewer. Fork Boy Gaming asked, if you have to choose between an Xbox with a PS4 controller or a PS4 with an Xbox controller, which would it be and why?
As long as I can have my Elite 2 controller, I don't care. I have to have my Elite 2 controller, though.
Okay, caught up on chat. Okay, from HR Bomber. If I buy a PS5 and a Series X this holiday, does that mean I can't be a fanboy of either side?
Nobody should be a fanboy of either side anyway. Play games. Play games, not consoles. That's what's wrong with most gamers now. That's what's wrong with social media.
About all this other bullshit. Yeah.
Play your fucking games, what you want. It. Play where you want.
I'm a fan of games personally.
Yeah, I like games.
Exactly.
I care less. Give me a game.
If the game is good, I'll play it.
Exactly. I don't care if it's on. Well, I don't know. I really am not a fan of Nintendo.
Well, if they put on that, what was it, Amico or whatever the hell? That thing looks stupid as hell.
I didn't even know Amico was a thing.
It looks like a little freaking iTunes, like the old iTunes player.
And here's Cloud. If there was one IP you would love to see revived, what would it be? Fear.
I'm surprised.
I would love to see a new Fear game.
Surprised Cloud didn't ask where all the games for Xbox was.
You just gave him an idea now. But I would totally love to see a brand new Fear game come back. Sierra, make it happen, please. But chances of that one are slim, sadly.
Monkey Punch asks, what would be your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game? Oh, God. I would probably say the original Legend of Zelda.
Ooh, nice.
Nice pick.
I have so much of my life in that game, and I can still remember every level, every tree that needs to be burned, every rock that needs to be moved. You can sit me down right now, and I can still play all the way through that.
Yeah, I have the same problem. That and Mega Man 2. Like, I can go through that game like crazy because I played it so damn much when I was a kid.
I'd probably say the original Doom. I put countless fucking time into that.
You remember Marathon Dial?
Yeah.
You guys remember that one at all? It was kind of like the
No.
precursor. I think it was like the precursor to Halo.
No, I don't.
No, I don't remember.
It was made. It was made sort of like Doom. You can actually go back. I think it's actually back compat now on the Xbox.
I'll have to go look that up. Yeah.
It's a little hard to play now after you've gotten used to the new cameras and controls and all that good stuff. But it's still a fun game. It's tough as hell.
Right on.
Ooh, a new Condemned would be awesome.
A new Condemned would be great too. But man, there was just this thing about Fear. Me and a bunch of friends used to play it all the time, and you could actually adjust the speed for the multiplayer if you were the host. I used to love making people vomit because I would turn the speed all the way up as high as it would go. So
I don't
it
know
was
if you're
always
looking
fun.
forward to this one, but what aspect of Valhalla are you most excited about, and what character will you choose? Dude Bro or Fembot?
Valhalla really still has to catch my attention. I'm excited for it, but I don't know. Jesus, Odyssey was the first game that's gotten me excited about Assassin's Creed since Black Flag. So I don't know. I've got to see more about Valhalla. I really, truly, truly do. And if I do, I'm one of them people, I got to play the dude. I'm sorry. I mean,
From
given
what
the choice, I'll pick the guy.
From what I watched, it seemed like it was like Odyssey, basically, just with a little bit different with combat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
Viking
what I'm
lore
thinking.
versus like the Greek lore and all that.
And a
Yeah,
lot
it
more
just won't
blood.
be as huge. I'm all for that blood. I'm good.
Oh,
with that.
yeah. I figured you were afraid of blood.
Oh yeah, it scares the hell out of me. I deal with it every day, but it doesn't scare me.
Oddcast Network asks, who is more likely a robot in disguise, Elon Musk or Todd Howard?
Elon
It just
Musk.
works.
Musk
Elon
is-
Musk
yeah.
has too much money and way too much influence, and he's really smart. So I'm going to go with Elon Musk.
That's
I
a,
want to
yeah.
see Elon
Yeah.
Musk versus Bill Gates.
Well, Bill Gates is
Um,
smart too, but I mean, Elon Musk, man, this fucker's sending people out in space and shit.
Yeah, like
Bill
he's on a
Gates
whole
now-
new level with that shit. Like,
Bill Gates is out here getting protested everywhere he goes because he's a software designer and he's trying to push a vaccine on people, which is kind of weird and ironic.
And
for
he's
somebody that
making
created
water from
software.
poop.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
to say the least, yeah.
See, I know a little more than just gaming shit.
Okay,
Next.
this is a weird question from
Good.
Rosetta Stone. Does anyone know Laura Ross? Does she smoke?
I don't even know what a Laura Ross is.
Yeah, me either.
Was it like
I'm guessing
a
someone else
misspelling
used a hashtag and it was for maybe around your area
of
or
hashtag,
some
what are you drinking?
city like that.
Yeah. I'm-
I think you've answered this a lot, but Mighty Raider asked, "Hey, Wilmy Hood, what did you think of the Xbox showcase, and is there anything that could be done more of?"
I would have rather seen more footage of Halo. I want to see these new titles they're holding back on because there's a lot of rumors. And like I say it all the time, I don't want to get involved in rumors. I do hear things from people and I try not to spread them around. But there's supposed to be some big bangers, at least one or two more. I'm waiting to see those. But if you want honesty, that's why we're here doing this podcast tonight. I'll be honest with everybody that's listening. I play on everything, mainly PC, which I'm sitting in front of now. But I'm more excited after the state of play today for the new Xbox than I am the PS5. I'll still buy both, but I've seen a lot more games that interest me on the Xbox so far.
Especially medium.
It's definitely got so
Especially
much more of a diverse portfolio of
Yeah,
games
because
compared to what's
it
been
was-
shown today. Like, it's
Yeah. And, you know, just with Avowed and
PlayStation's
some of the
looking
other
rough.
titles. Yeah. So,
Well, you know I'll be knee deep in that Avowed.
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's gonna be a good one.
I've got my fingers crossed. Plus, Obsidian's behind it, so you know it'll be good.
Here's an obvious question from Phasma. What are you drinking, Wilmy?
Diet Pepper Cream Soda. I don't drink beer. Sorry. Don't drink alcohol, period.
Fork Boy asks, what controller isn't your favorite as far as you feel? Or for
The Nintendo 64 controller. I hated the damn thing.
That thing was so freaking weird. I never owned
I
a 64, but played it at my friends, and wow.
I hated the Nintendo 64 controller.
I went from a Super Nintendo controller and a Genesis controller to that, and I was just like, what the hell do I do with this?
It was definitely an odd controller.
It was a very odd controller. I was not a fan. Still not a fan.
Wondering,
you could understand what they wanted, but it was just the worst way that they put it together.
Yeah, that's the worst possible way they could have implemented it.
Like, it's like, why did you think that this was the route? Like, who was doing coke that night? Like, come on.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I mean, and if you've been around for a long time playing games and collecting systems, there's been a lot of bad choices made by all these companies at some point or another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A ton of them.
Oh, here's one from Cloud. Is it true you once drank the tears of a unicorn and proceeded to wrestle a Norse god?
No, not even close.
Someone got into the mushrooms early.
You done started some shit now, Cloud. That's gonna be on Twitter within the next hour. So
gonna do a mock-up of it. I'm guessing Fork is asking which is your favorite controller?
The Elite 2.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of controllers, but that's my favorite. And I would say the one that Xbox Pope made for me, because it's an Elite 2 controller, but I don't touch that one. That one stays in its box.
Makes sense. Don't want it to fade or anything.
Oh, God, no.
Born Distracted. Question for Sir Wilmy. What's your top 3 ideas that Fork Boy should get slapped with?
Slapped.
I can say it. It's our show, right?
Yeah.
I would really like to see Fork Boy slapped with Bomber's penis. A giant.
That one's going to be tough to happen. All right.
A giant barracuda wrapped in razor wire, or an electric eel.
All right. So at least a dead fish is what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
Like we'll just run that out to
animal.
Yeah, as long as it's dead and aquatic, it'll be fine.
See him bitch slap with a goldfish. We got another super chat from Wandering Dutch again. Cloud was the opposite. Drank the tears of North God and wrestled a unicorn. Man, you just fucking everybody up, Wilmy.
Thinker, dude, I'm sorry, man. We don't do politics, brother. Wrong podcast. We don't do politics.
Yeah.
So we got a mod in chat. Go ahead and pull that one out. We don't do politics. We don't do religion either. Because you don't want my thoughts on religion.
Nope, this is about gaming.
Or horror.
Or anything that's dealing with politics and fucking, religion.
Yeah, we don't do politics. We don't do religion.
Here's one from Phasma. If they were side by side, who would you punch first, Mark Zuckerberg or Jason Schreier?
Damn, that's a tough one.
I think
Zuckerberg. Schreier would be the one I would punch first.
I don't know. It'd probably be Zuckerberg, man. I just hate that little dude. I mean, he's a reptilian, man. Just look at pictures of the fucker.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
dude. He does have
dude.
that face that says punch me.
He does. He's got a big sign on his back that says, please kick me. I mean, the dude don't even look like a human being, for Christ's sakes. And, oh, my God, Facebook irritates me so freaking bad. So, yeah, it would be Zuckerberg all day. And I would even be willing to pay to do it. That's the bad part. I would pay good money just to be able to punch him right in the mouth twice.
Can you imagine how much that would cost, though?
I don't even care. It would be totally worth it.
Optimus Code asked, how did you get the controller made once Pope designed it?
Oh, that was easy, Code. Me and Pope got together, and there is a company, they're actually on Twitter, called Custom Controllers. I can send you the link in a DM after the podcast. Pope sent everything over to them, and the guy contacted me by phone and email, and we set everything up. He gave me the pricing and everything, and they did all the artwork. They took Pope's art and put it onto the controller for me and shipped it to me. Takes about 6 weeks, but they do great work. No, it's 5 to 6 weeks, but they do really good work. And like I said, man, I'll send you their info in a DM.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe a dead octopus.
That would be good too.
Function
Like,
Cup
what
still
the
That would be pretty epic, actually.
hell?
Beak or no beak? Or beak side
I
or
think
not
Fork
beak
just
side?
dropped the customs hyperlink in the chat.
Oh, never mind. Fork's got it right there, Code. He just dropped it in the chat.
That's a weird question. What was the first horror film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar?
Damn. Oh shit.
Silence of the Lambs?
I don't know. I don't remember. I've heard this before, but I really honestly don't remember. I really don't remember which one it was. Silence of the Lambs would have been good.
No, Nightmare on Elm Street never got.
Nah, sadly, that would have been a great one. I'm surprised nobody's asked more questions along that line.
The only one I could think of that would go to the Oscars was freaking Silence of the Lambs or one of those. Like,
According to Fort Boy, it's Silence of the Lambs.
oh,
Oh, well, all right.
that was the only
They
one I
got
could
Best
think of.
Picture.
But
Yep. So it was Silence of the Lambs. Well, that was a good choice. If you like to eat fava beans and, Chianti.
Captain Phasma asked, "How is your grandson doing?"
Mason is great, and he's probably watching this right now. Hi. So he's probably watching it right now, staring at their big television in their living room, watching his grandfather sit here and make an ass of himself on YouTube.
And all he hears is "Wow, wow, wow."
Oh, he knows the accent. He knows it's me.
Here's one from Nano. Dear Wilminghood, longtime viewer, first-time caller. I'm a parent of a few consoles to my 1X. I started chatting online with a different console. She's so beautiful and powerful. We've arranged to meet. Should I ask my 1X to leave or cohabitate with them both?
Cohabitate with them both.
That's always the answer. If you can get more ticket options, are always great.
Yep. Do both.
All right. So from Fork, asked Wilmy, "What's your favorite horror movie and why?"
Oh, that's a tough one too. But didn't we answer this when I said
Yeah,
The
we
Exorcist?
did like 10
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Fork's slow. All right.
Drunken Master, who is your favorite band or musician?
Ozzy Osbourne. I've been listening to Ozzy since Jesus Christ, since he was in Black Sabbath. I own everything the guy has ever made.
Did you know Post Malone helped start his career?
That's what younger people think. Yeah.
The tea drinker asked, "Do you ever take the shades off?"
Yes.
Just
I just
not
have
right now.
very light. I just have very light blue eyes, and they're really sensitive to bright light. And I'm diabetic. That makes it 10 times worse. And I'm sitting in front of a 53-inch monitor. So
Freelance asked, "Do you curse like a sailor?"
no, I
Yes,
curse
yes,
like
I
I'm
do.
ex-army.
I curse
I
like
curse
a sailor
like
all
I'm
the fuck
ex-army.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ghost is a sailor over here.
time. Like,
Yeah, go to the
fuck.
Navy. I'm ex-army, and that's as far as I go into my previous career.
First horror movie.
Looks like we got a lot of Aussie fans tonight. Okay, this guy is saying first horror movie to be nominated for an Oscar was The Exorcist.
Did they get an Oscar?
I didn't think so, but
I didn't know they got an Oscar, Paul. I really didn't, dude.
Forecast. What's your favorite FPS?
My favorite FPS of all time? Probably Halo.
And yes, Spook Ghost was in the Navy.
Yeah, nice.
He even has his own theme song.
I don't know about that one, but we'll
But
figure
in
it out.
the
one day.
Navy song.
And
Yeah, I
Mojo
figured that's where
Punch,
he was going with it.
I actually have a custom Zelda controller for our Switch. I have one and my wife has one. Mine has Link and hers, of course, has Zelda on it.
Nice.
Which version?
The whatever the last one was.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. David VGS, Wilmy, are you excited for the new Studio Beans game? Yeah, it's gonna be called Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I don't even know what Beans is working on, man. I just hope these people can get their crap together, man. There's so much shit going on at Ubisoft. I wish them well. I don't know what type of games they're going to be making. I don't think anybody really knows yet. So
looks like Ghost Spook was in the Navy too as a crypto tech. And
that's cool, man. CT,
as we know,
right
is
on.
much better than the Army.
excuse me?
I mean, we've
You're
all got
getting
our
ready to be pulled
thoughts.
out of here, Leo.
No, I'm reading what he put. That's what Spook said.
Yeah.
Ask
you can believe
Wilmy from Dutch. Was Ghost theme song "I'm on a Boat" by Lonely Island?
Yeah, it's a theme song. It was more of like a bedroom theme song when you're getting down.
Well, I mean, you have to look at it this way. When you're in the
Emotion in
Navy,
the ocean.
there's 36 men go out on the ship, and there's 18 couples come back.
No, some of them break up. You don't understand.
There's so much infighting.
No.
Question for Sir Wilmy. What's the difference between 70s and 80s horror flicks to modern day horror flicks?
I can tell you that one really easy. I didn't watch many of the 70s horror movies. I've seen some, but from the 80s, man, all this new stuff is like rated PG. They want little kids to watch it, and it's shit. They take everything good out. It's all psychological BS. I mean, some of these movies they show on these trailers, it's not even the same movie when you go to watch it, man. It's just, I don't know. I've not seen very many real good movies in the last couple of years. It's just, I don't know, man. They keep trying to make them PG. They need to go back to rated R.
Make them
You know.
gruesome like they should be.
Yeah, make them more like House of a Thousand Corpses was. You know,
That's a great
just
flick.
just make them more gory, make them scary at least. You know, quit trying to make them into some type of psychological Lifetime movie that nobody asked for.
Right, we're not watching the Oxygen Channel or whatever the fuck it's called.
House
Yeah,
of
I want-
Corpses has so many good moments in it.
Yeah, I want to see if I'm watching this movie, I want to see something scary. I don't want to see, oh my God, Margaret didn't eat her egg salad sandwich. She must be possessed by a demon. No, I don't want to see that.
Be
Show
gone,
me
demon!
something good. You know, show me blood. Show me people getting their arms ripped off. You know, show me something like that. Don't show me this other crap.
Here's another question from Dr. Mo. Do you put your pants on right leg or left leg first?
I don't do either, sir. I hang my pants up on my dresser and I do a backflip and put them on both legs at the same time. Try it sometime. Just make sure you don't have an erection because you can poke your eye out.
Just jump up and put it on at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cloud's trying to hit low here. Who would win in a boxing match, Doug Bradley or Robert England? Oh, Cloud, you're killing me, dude. For people that don't know, Doug Bradley, of course, is Pinhead, and Robert England, of course, is Freddy. I don't know, Cloud. I'm gonna call that one a draw, man. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of both of them. I really have a hard time deciding between those two guys, man. I got a lot of respect for both of them. A lot of respect.
Stacy Jones asks, "Where do babies come from?"
Well, Stacy, according to my mother, who's dead now. Sorry, bitch is gone. They come from bottles of liquor and regrets in the back of a '76 Ford Pinto. That's where I was supposedly conceived. So I can tell you where my kids came from, but that's supposedly where I came from.
Your balls.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher this, but Pampa 23. Any great gaming memories or achievements?
Jesus, there's too many of those. Yeah, actually, the first time I beat Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, that's a good one. Love that game.
When you're near the end of the game, you have to keep sitting there doing all those crazy button presses, and when they're trying to shock you, and then you have to change your controller ports to tackle Psycho Mantis. It gets really tough, man. That was an amazing breaking game at the time.
And that Psycho Mantis fight.
Yes.
When I started talking about what game saves you had, I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, and when I first played through that game, I'm sitting there going, "Man, this motherfucker don't know you're not changing controller ports." Oh no, it knew.
Can you imagine if that first happened nowadays? They'd be thinking, "Oh shit, I was hacked."
Yeah, you'd be thinking somebody was doing some shit on you. But yeah, man, that was probably the biggest one when I actually completed Metal Gear Solid for the first time.
Ooh, I don't know if you want to answer this question.
Well,
will you answer questions about other YouTubers and Twitter people?
I don't know. Read the question.
What is your unedited raw thoughts on the Crap Gamer? Do you enjoy his content? From JUZIGH82.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been on one podcast, The Crap Gamer. We talked during the podcast before and after. I've never watched anything he's ever put out.
Okay.
I've never watched any videos. I blocked the guy on Twitter like 8 years ago, back when he was still on Xbox.
Oh, here's a good one. It's kind of like what someone asked you earlier, but are there eyes in your glasses? I picture some cybertronic sorcery going on under there from Spook.
No. Nope.
Nano asked, "Do you know where we can get a cheap piano delivered by next Wednesday?" Asking for a friend.
If we can get it into Texas, I think 2 guys in a van can get there pretty quick. And Drunken Master, no, I am wearing shorts, I promise, sir.
That's what he wants you to think.
I've known Dan forever, man. But no, I am wearing shorts. And Spook, when did you realize you really love playing video games, and what's an experience with games that meant a lot to you for whatever reason? Oh, Spook, you're trying to make me dig. I'll be honest with you, dude. My childhood sucked. My mom ditched. My dad ditched. Well, he might as well ditch. He was a Vietnam vet. He really didn't have time for a kid. All I had were games. I grew up in a real shitty neighborhood, and all we really had were video games. So video games became my hobby and pretty much my life, even as a young kid, even though they did suck back then. Then as I got older and moved into arcades and all that good stuff, and the arcades, man, if you weren't old enough to be part of it, the arcades were awesome back in the day. You get all your friends, you hung out in the arcade, you sneak booze, and that's what we did.
It's a good time.
Hell yeah, dude. And I knew then, between music and video games, that was pretty much it. I didn't have
it was when I first played Super Mario. I was like, ooh.
But then again, going back to Zelda, I had a friend named Brian. When we were younger, we went to school together. He got a Nintendo and he got the game Zelda, and I think he and I spent all weekend playing that game, and we never even slept. So, that was my first. I mean, other than Pong and all that shit, which really didn't leave an impression on anybody. If you've ever played Pong, you get it.
I spent a lot of time on Ninja Gaiden. Holy crap! Because you couldn't freaking save it, so I left my Nintendo on.
There was a game on the PlayStation. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. I fucked up and screwed up my memory card, and I had to complete it because, like you just said, you couldn't save it.
Mm-hmm.
The damn memory card, and you control a castle, and you were tormenting the people that would come in the castle. You would set traps and all that stuff for them, and you basically tortured them. I know that sounds bad, doesn't it? But the game was fun as hell, but I was so close to the end. I stayed up all night long. I think I finished the game at like 5:30 a.m. and I had to be up for work at 6. So that made for a really long day. And I cannot remember the name of that game to save my ass.
This is a weird one. Can you quote any lines from any of the Ernest movies?
From any of the Ernest movies? Did you say Ernest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can. Hey,
Well,
Vern, that's you? There you go.
Well, hell, you had the commercials, didn't you? Because isn't he from Carolina? One of them?
Thanks, Dutch. That's awesome. Have a good night.
I have no idea. I don't know if he's from the Carolinas or not. I know I'm from the city where Michael Jordan grew up and played basketball, but
Never heard of him.
they're famous people. If you've never heard of Michael Jordan, dude, you're in trouble.
Dude, I grew up when he was at his prime. I
And
still
thank you-
remember Jordan versus Magic. That was a huge deal.
And thanks, Dutch, for the $5 super chat. Great show, guys. Another 5 for the road off now. It's 1:30 a.m. Have a great one, everyone in chat. You too, Dutch. We'll have you back
Catch you
on
later, Dutch.
Have a go, brother.
Captain Phasma asks, how did you meet the Porking Crew members?
Oh boy.
Well, there was this dark alley.
Started with a glory hole.
And some guy named Thorpe. Now, actually, I started Gaming Beyond the Box over a year ago. It started off as a Facebook group. I was supposed to do the podcast with my admins that I'd never met. And let's be generous and say they just sort of sucked. To do a podcast, you have to have personality. And if you're the only person on the panel with a personality, it kind of sucks.
Nothing to work with, play off of.
Yeah, it did not work out at all. And first I met Ghost on Twitter.
That's
and Ghost and I talked because Ghost doesn't live too far from me.
Yep.
And we got talking
Shitty
about the
South.
podcast one night.
And this is where the glory hole comes into play.
Yeah, and then Fort Boy offered hand jobs to everybody. So of course we're dudes. We accepted. Duh.
Who's gonna say no? You know,
Yeah,
Free
who's gonna say
handy's a
no?
free handy.
Leo was the first in line.
if it's free, it's for me. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah. So, but not all seriousness. That's when Fork and I think it was Tubby at the time. Him and
Yeah.
Bomber came on my podcast. So then, funnily, awkwardly enough, my admins who never really wanted to be on the podcast to begin with were suddenly upset that now we were bringing other people on the podcast. And their idea of a good podcast was talking about DLC every podcast.
That goddamn horse armor.
And nobody really wanted to continue to talk about DLC. So the thing was, I told them, and to prove what a dickhead I can truly be if I'm spurred. And Ghost can verify this. I split the podcast. I gave them their first hour. I let them talk about DLC for Forza or whatever it was they were talking about. I didn't even listen. I walked away. And then at 9:00, I brought Ghost and Fork and Tubby and Bomber into the podcast and kicked the other guys out. And we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, and Spook remembered it. He's got the name of the game. It's
Called
Tecmo's
Funkies.
Deception. Spook, that is totally it, dude.
Optimus Code asks, how's everyone doing after the hurricane?
I got lucky at my house. But Ghost is in Myrtle Beach, and I'm, of course, in Curie Beach. And we've got like 55, 60 miles between us. The hurricane came on shore in between us. It came in shore on Ocean Isle Beach, and this bitch picked up speed and strength coming in. So she started coming in at almost a Cat 2, but kept spotting tornadoes. So Ocean Isle Beach and Holden Beach got tore up pretty badly. I think there was 8 or 9 homes caught fire. There were cars being tossed into the canals. But here, it got bad. I mean, we had some winds that were over 100 miles per hour, but it could have been worse. You know, here our houses are coded for these type of things. So it's not so bad. I lost a gazebo, but the next morning, me and my son-in-law went to Lowe's and bought a new one and stuck it back up yesterday. So
There you go.
other than that, not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't real bad down here because it hit up north above us and just pushed a lot of sand around, knocked down one pier, killed like 150 sea turtles. That's like the biggest thing people were worried about down here anyway.
That's because you sit out on the porch, bitch, blowing that thing towards me. I knew you were. You were sitting out there with all these fans and shit, blowing it towards my house. I knew what you were doing.
The man who got them horns asks, what game do you want to beat but probably won't? For him, it's TMNT for the NES.
What game do I want to beat? Probably, I'm going to be honest, Cyberpunk 2077. I'm really looking forward to that game. But with Medium coming out and Halo coming out and all these other games, it'll probably be 2 years before I completely finish off Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I think it's like the most anticipated game right now, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, but with all the other games coming out, it'll probably be a year or 2 years before I finish Cyberpunk. But I did finish Ghost of Tsushima. I put in work on that game. I made sure to finish that one.
Daz asks, why are you so generous in the community?
Daz, really? Can't we just say I'm a nice guy and leave it at that?
Works for me.
There you go.
Well, I mean, no, I said I'll be honest. The thing is, man, a lot of people forget where they came from. I never have. I was that, abandoned poor little white kid, that made good of himself. So I try to give to people, to try to make people happy, man. People go through a lot of shit, dude. Life sucks. We all know it sucks. So if I get a chance to make somebody's day a little brighter, I'll do it. Some people do go overboard with it. But, we just try to, not pay those people any attention. And plus, we try to bring some positivity to the gaming community because, boy, it could really use a shot of that shit.
Right. All this
Unless you're
toxic nonsense.
I mean, there is just so many people that, just, I don't even think people play games. I think they play Twitter and algorithm.
They just read what other people put and go with that.
Yeah, I enjoy gaming too much to try to be toxic with it. So, I mean, anything to try to make the gaming community a little bit better and a little bit nicer, I'm all for it.
For sure.
I don't pay any attention to it.
I don't know, that's why my Twitter stays pretty quiet. I block too many of those fucking people.
Well, hell, the only time I hear it is from when you guys saying something to me. It's like, oh, okay. Because, even if I see it on my timeline, I just go past it. It doesn't even register in my head.
I think I've blocked another 300 people since last night's podcast. Let me get this one. Born Distracted. Question for Sir Wilmy. Oh, dude, just call me Wilmy. Can you tell us at least one guilty pleasure horror movie? Yes, I can. And, dude, you're going to have to go back and look for this one. And the movie is called Blood Diner. It's an 80s movie. And, dude, it's just so campy and funny. You've got to watch it. I don't even think you you might be able to find it on Amazon. If not, you can YouTube it and watch it on YouTube. When you watch it, you'll completely understand why I chose that movie, man. It is just funny and it's gory, but it's got that campiness to it, kind of like Sleepaway Camp. So it's just one of those movies I can sit and watch over and over.
You can find it on Prime Video and the Roku channel.
Oh, you can find it on Prime. Nice.
So Phasma asks, do you like foreign horror films? Those are her favorites.
Actually,
It's like Centipede. She's all over it.
oh,
Connecting,
the
just-
Human Centipede.
Yeah.
I have watched all the Human Centipede, sadly. The last one kind of sucked. It really did, because they were in that prison and got the prisoners to lie. Yeah, it was really weird. We're not going to discuss that. It's just kind of weird and creepy. But I do like them because sometimes the Asian version of the movies are a hell of a lot better than their American counterparts. So, I'll watch them in any time, because U1 is a lot better than the American version.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a hell of a lot better than The Grudge. So
I do
Yeah.
prefer a Japanese Grudge over the American one.
Oh,
It's
yeah, dude.
way better.
Yeah. That's the
one
yeah.
is legitly creepy, and The Grudge was
Mhm.
good too, but
Like they
Yeah.
had the like girl in there, but it was just like okay.
They could have done more
Oh,
with
God.
it. They really just
Like the effect of her coming out of the TV was really cool, but that was about it for me.
matter of fact, did anybody besides me watch the newest Grudge movie?
No, I never got into the
That
last
shit,
one.
dude, that shit was garbage. I don't know why. I don't know how they thought this movie was a great idea. That proves that we took this Japanese legend, this Asian legend, and just like fucking trashed
Well, look
it.
at America's
Trashed
first
the shit out of
Godzilla
it.
movie.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the movie was so bad.
Look at the
And-
Dragon Ball Z movie. Look at there's
And,
so many.
And it had Lin Shay in it. So I'm like, well, if Lin Shay's in it, maybe it won't be so bad. Nah, Hunger let me down, dude, because that movie stunk. Me and my
Okay.
wife watched it. We looked at each
I-
other and just
I-
shook our head.
hit up Iron Lords, hit up the super chat.
Oh. Thank you, Iron Lords. Well, COG for the $10 super chat. Facts will be positivity is welcome. People don't game. They play Twitter and beef all day. No question for y'all. Sending good vibes. Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
sir.
Um,
Yeah, that is
Bomber asks, not sure if anyone has asked this, but who is your inspiration for your success in your business and personal life? Getting deep with these.
As
Damn.
he's like, he's trying to touch some feelings and all that.
Bomber, I don't have feelings, dude. Geez, who's my inspiration? Damn. I don't really think I ever had one other than the fact that I couldn't afford to fail, if that makes sense.
That's real life shit there.
I mean, I really couldn't, dude. I mean, I had 3 kids and I didn't have a choice. I put in like 18, 19 hours a day. I was all over social media. I was going out knocking doors. And I mean, I put a lot of work and effort. I said, 20 years ago, I watched my fucking, vehicle get repoed. And I was just sitting on my porch watching the guy go by. There wasn't shit I could do. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have parents to fall back on. So I didn't really have family because my older brother's a dick. He lives in another state.
Is that
I
the
don't
Ohio one?
Yeah. I'm not really too sure about him. So I've met him once. So my other brother, I met like when I was 5. So we really don't talk. But I've got a crazy sister that I don't really talk too much. So yeah, I didn't have a choice. I had to make it. But honestly, if I did model that after anybody, it would probably have been my grandfather, because my grandfather was a World War II veteran, and he legitimately had his leg blown off during World War II. And back when I was a kid, he had this real creepy ass fake leg that looked, it was made out of wood. It was creepy as hell. But I mean, the dude strapped this thing on every morning, and, you know, he went out and did what he had to do. You know, I guess kind of it would be him.
There you go.
Oh, now the super chat pops up.
What are your thoughts about Apple?
All
Alright, so Gamer Plays hit you with the $5 super chat.
Yeah, I'm not even scrolling.
What are your thoughts
Well,
about
all right.
Apple
So what are your
xCloud?
thoughts?
Oh, go ahead, Gus.
Go ahead, guys.
Okay, so question from Gamers Play. What are your thoughts about Apple denying xCloud to become a cloud service on their own devices? And what do you think of Microsoft's response?
Brother, I went and ordered I've been on iPhone for 12 years. That comes to an end in 15 days. I went this morning. I've been on Verizon forever. I bought myself the new Galaxy Note S20 Ultra, or whatever the hell it's called. That was my thoughts. And I mean, you know why they did it? Apple's giving this bullshit excuse. You know, all the games have to be rated. The games are already rated. I didn't even understand that point. Why would they need to be rated again? But
because it's got to go through their screening, or that's like the
that's
the fucking half-ass excuse they're using. Yeah,
and we all know why they're doing it. They're doing it for the simple fact that they don't want it to compete with Apple Arcade, which fucking sucks.
Right.
To begin, who uses Apple Arcade?
I actually went to the mall over the weekend, and I saw at the Apple store they had like a big old poster of the Apple Arcade. And I was looking at the games. I was like, "Really? That's it?" Not really something that like sells people on that. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Apple Arcade, and to be honest, I don't even know if I'll use xCloud, but I'm really kind of tired of. I don't even like Apple PCs or laptops. My wife has the really expensive little laptop of theirs. Dude, I hate that thing with a passion. I've tried to use it. It sucks. I just don't enjoy Safari. I don't enjoy their products. I stayed with iPhone because it was easy. I guess if that makes sense, and everything transferred. But after talking to my guy at Verizon this morning, he's like, "Oh, did you know we have Smart Switch now on Samsung?" I'm like, "What is that?" He goes, "You turn on Smart Switch, everything from your iPhone goes straight into your new Samsung." I'm like, "Hell yeah, there we go." So
yeah, shit, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
That's a lot.
I did not either. Hell yeah. So all my contacts, and I probably have like 700 contacts, all that stuff goes straight into my new phone when it gets here. So, but yeah, dude, Apple's just being shady. They want everything in their system to stay in their system. Ooh, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? But that's that's exactly what they're doing, man. And I think Apple will really lose a lot of their client base over xCloud alone. I really do.
Yeah, I got a year left on my phone, and then I'm going to switch probably over because it's.
And honestly, too, I've got the Apple, whatever this newest one is. I can't tell the difference between this one and the fucking 8 I used to have years ago.
I was going to say they're all pretty much the same damn thing.
Upside down, it's all the fake shit, man.
I mean, they just get a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, depending on what model you get.
And Evil Primate, thank you for $2 super chat. Here's a triple cheeseburger worth of good vibes.
That's awesome.
And Cedric, thank you for the $5 super chat. What was your dream car growing up? Mine was an 87 box body Mustang GT. Ooh, that's another real touchy one for me.
Awesome Wolverine Avatar 2, by the way.
That's a touchy one for me. Actually, I have my dream car, but that didn't even become available till the 90s. In the 90s, I always wanted a Hummer. I've got that.
You got that from Ford.
But
that's a different. It's a different Hummer. That's a different.
Yeah, this is the Hummer.
Pie charts.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fine. We'll go over that and get like some Venn diagrams going on or something.
But before that, dude, I've owned Mustangs, Camaros. I used to go to car shows when I was younger. I had a Camaro that was all dressed out. I've had a couple of Mustangs, Corvette. I've had a little bit of them all. I'm really kind of hard to narrow down as a car person because I switch cars like some people switch shoes, if that makes sense. My wife's got but I am growing out of it because my wife has a Camaro and I hate that fucking car with a passion. I really, truly do.
I remember you ranting about it when you took it to the body shop.
Yeah, I took it last year for Christmas and had like this really awesome wrap put on it for her, to make it custom. It's cool looking as hell, dude. It attracts a lot of attention and the car is fast. I just really hate driving it. I like my Jeep or my Hummer. You kind of grow out of it after a while, I think. And I've had low riders, you name it. I've had at least every type of vehicle at some point or another, I think.
Even the small Italian electric cars?
No, mine were usually faster and a lot more expensive.
Every time I see those damn things, I think you should put a quarter in the back of it. You know what I mean? Like those old toys.
Oh yeah, but I think my favorite was probably one of the old Camaros I used to own. We had like nitrous in that thing, man. The engine was crazy. You used to take it out on the drag strip just to see how fast you could run down.
Wilmy watched too much Fast and Furious. My little nuts.
Yeah. Well, I used to be into that, man, and that people talk about gaming gets expensive. Oh no, go out and buy a few carburetors.
Hell, you learn how expensive cars are whenever it breaks down.
Oh yeah.
Cloud wants to know: can you play some riffs on that sexy bass behind you?
That's not a bass, sir. That's 6-string. But I can, but not right now because I'd have to hook everything up.
All right, so the next one is from Illispook, and what's the funniest comedy of all time, and is it Caddyshack, and why is it Caddyshack? It's a great movie though, Caddyshack.
Yeah,
dude, I love Caddyshack, but the only thing that can rival Caddyshack is anything made by Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Monday night before the hurricane hit, I just watched Spaceballs again.
That's a classic.
And Robin Hood Men in Tights. Because I'm sorry, man, Mel Brooks, and I would love to see more people watch Blazing Saddles.
Oh, I love that movie.
But I don't think it would survive with some of the younger generation. Even though if you watch the movie and grew up when it was made, you completely understand what Mel Brooks was doing, but
yeah, but I don't think it would be received well. No, not at all.
No,
Young Frankenstein was really good too.
Young Frankenstein, and I'll tell you another one that's really hard to find by him is History of the World.
Ooh.
Yeah,
if you guys remember that one, it had him and Gregory Hines in it. Movie was funny as hell. And thank you, Bomber, for $10 super chat. Love y'all. Well, we love you too, Bomber. Except for weird, creepy ET fingers of yours.
Proven fingers.
Yep, and I did get to watch two of those three, Spook, before the hurricane hit Monday night. And another good one too is Airplane.
Oh yeah,
I love
Airplane.
Airplane. Oh God, what was what was the name with the Leslie Nielsen? Anything with Leslie
Naked
Nielsen.
Gun. The Naked Gun
Naked
movies.
Gun.
Those were fucking hilarious.
The Naked Gun. Loved all those. I love the old comedies, but some of the newer stuff, man, it's just like, eh. And I'll tell you the one person I hate, and we'll go ahead and get this out of the way. I hate Adam Sandler with a passion. I don't think Adam Sandler has made anything funny since he was on freaking Saturday Night Live. Every movie he makes has the same exact cast of people. None of the shit's really even funny. I don't understand why they keep making movies.
Because Netflix is now paying.
Yeah. They're going to milk him for everything.
Like,
if you're gonna,
I mean, like he had.
Movies, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So like he had some funny stuff like back in the day, but we're talking SNL stuff, and then like it's just slowly gotten worse and gotten worse, and
Yeah.
even like he's trying to make family friendly type movies, and it's like they're not that funny to like that people are
They're
like, oh,
not
I'm gonna go see
funny at
it.
all, dude.
Oh,
So,
I
like,
haven't
I
heard about
mean-
that movie in forever. Surf Ninja.
Oh yeah. And if you're gonna give somebody money to make a movie, give it to Dave Chappelle.
Oh, that would be good.
Dude, he's hilarious.
Dave Chappelle is one of the funniest motherfuckers of the last 10 years. You know, he kind of took the place of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor.
Oh
Back
yeah,
there.
for sure. His
Because Richard
stand-up's
Pryor,
fucking
Richard
awesome.
Pryor is still one of the funniest fuckers that ever walked this planet, dude. Still, I mean, I could still go back and watch Richard Pryor stand up from the 80s and still laugh my ass off for hours. And Eddie Murphy, and that all kind of changed. He became the family type guy you kept seeing on Disney movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Where they made, what was that, Haunted Mansion? That movie was so bad.
yeah,
Who's that? And he was Dr. Doolittle and all this other
And
shit. And it's like,
Pluto
that's
Nash was
not
the
Eddie
last
Murphy I
movie
know,
he-
but
Like, killed his career for a while.
yeah. I mean, Eddie Murphy kind of went away after being one of the hottest comedians in the 80s. So, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Adam Sandler at all. Not even remotely. So, do we have another question?
All right.
Born Distracted. I wish Rodney Dangerfield made more movies. Dude, I do too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cloud said I bands.
Ibanez.
I thought he was saying bass in Canadian language.
They speak the same language, Leo.
He's talking about the guitar, man.
Yeah, he's talking about the guitar. It's an Ibanez. Come on. I
Oh,
thought it was really good. Really
Delirious
good
was awesome,
question.
actually.
Yes, it was.
Police Academy was really good too.
Yes, Police
Yeah,
Academy.
that's
Those,
back
I
in
can
the day
still watch
stuff.
those. You can watch the first few, but after that, they just kind of kept milking it, and they weren't as funny. Now Cloud is mocking you, Leo, in the chat. He's going LOL A.
And that's different from any other day. How?
That's true. That's true. Distracted. I had actually heard that Richard Pryor was supposed to be in Blazing Saddles. I don't remember where I heard that, but the thing was, I think it worked out better, and I can't remember the name of the actor that actually played the sheriff. But man, he nailed it, dude. He knocked it out of the park. He
I'm
did
not
such a
surprised
great
because
job.
wasn't Pryor and Wilder like really good friends?
Yeah. They played in a lot of movies together.
Ooh, what's the best gaming system made and why? From Spook.
My PC.
I'm gonna go with the Xbox Series X.
No, I think this is pretty much, you got to say something from the past.
You
I
guys
wouldn't
think
say-
they
I mean,
played-
I'm just saying we know that they're technically made right now, so that
Yeah.
I could say that that's what I'm going with.
Okay. Well, I can't. I'm not going to say the new Xbox because we don't have it yet.
We know what Bomber would say. PS5.
Well, he's gonna say
saying-
PS anything. He'd be like, "Give me the Vita, give me the Vita."
Yeah, so he can watch porn. But,
Blue Moon with the super chat of 5. Favorite horror director.
Oh God. Oh, that's a tough one. Whew, Wes Craven. Wes Craven.
Yeah,
All day.
He's made a lot of hits.
one of the best.
Yes, and see, that's a tough one too, man, because I'm such a fan. I've got like, Jesus, I don't know how many thousands of horror movies. I've got them. I've got tons.
I'm a
And
big
it's
fan
really
of Rob Zombie directing too.
I'm a fan of Rob Zombie, except for the Lords of Salem. That shit put me straight up to sleep, dude.
Oh yeah, that one. I was just like,
That was, and then what was he doing when he made Halloween 2? Was that just a thing to get his wife in the fucking movie? Because the movie
he
stunk.
puts her in everything.
Oh, I mean, she's a good actress. She played Baby really well in House of a Thousand. She was creepy,
Yeah.
and that laugh, she was evil, dude. She was the epitome of an evil white woman. There's no other way about
Like
it.
some guys have to buy a purse for their wife to get her happy. He puts her in movies.
Yeah, but I mean, and the remake he did of Halloween was great. the original,
Yeah.
when he explained the story of Michael Myers when he was a kid. But then when he made part 2, it's like, what the hell, dude? What were you smoking?
I
It
think he
didn't make sense.
he maybe fell on hard times, started needing money.
I don't
throw
know.
something
but
together.
The last one, 3 from Hell, was actually good. I like 3 from Hell.
Yeah.
So, but my biggest letdown on that was that Witches of Salem. I just didn't get it. It was terrible.
Born Distracted asked, which horror movie was you most hyped for, but wound up being disappointed?
Oh God, what's the name of it? Paranormal Activity. Because man, watching those trailers for those movies back when they first started coming out, they looked like they were going to be amazing movies. And then you get home, you buy that shit on your console, and you go to stream it, and you watch it, and you're like, none of the shit in the commercial even happened in the movie, except the furniture moved around.
It was terrible. Like,
yeah, dude,
and they got worse, and I don't understand how they could keep making them and people keep.
They did though.
They were like,
they kept making them worse and worse, and you're like, how?
Paranormal like 3 or 4, and you're like, well, fuck, just stop going to the house. Like, what the fuck's your problem? Like, just move on with your lives.
You know how that works, man. You've seen the memes, right?
Yeah.
27 people died in this house, and we got people moving in. And Cloud's got a good one. VHS Anthology is good. Yeah, Cloud, those are actually pretty decent, dude. I've got all those too, and I go back and watch them every once in a while.
I guess Dr. Dinglenut said that Rob Zombie only did number 2 of Halloween to keep the studio from giving it to someone that didn't care about the property.
I don't know, man. After watching his version, I don't think he cared much either, man. I don't know. I just could not. I didn't understand part 2 where he was trying to go with it. But I mean, he's that's what he does. I don't do it, so. I mean, but I was not impressed with the movie at all.
Spook asked, which is better, Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness?
Oh God, Spook! Both of them are great, but I would have to go with Evil Dead 2.
Right? Like, they're both great, hilarious movies. Like, perfect kind of like horror that needs to come back. But yeah, Evil Dead 2 all the way.
Oh yeah,
I could watch all the Evil Deads.
Oh, and then the remake they did in 2013, even that one kicked ass. So I love the Evil Dead, man. Love it. And Army of Darkness is good, but yeah, Evil Dead 2 all the way.
Yep.
There's supposed to be a new game at some point. They kept hinting to that.
I know they keep hinting at Bruce Campbell, his Ash character, being in Mortal Kombat. Don't know if it's going to happen still, but it could.
He was hinting to it a while back, but it's kind of died off now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and Cloud agreed with me on that one. Zombie butchered it. The first one he did really good, and just the second one, I don't know, man. Maybe a little too much cocaine or something. I don't know where he went wrong with that one, but he screwed it all up.
All right.
Bomber asked, would you ever go on a ghost hunt in a well-known haunted building, and would you stay overnight?
Been there, done that, got a t-shirt and a postage stamp. Never saw a damn thing.
Right, like I would do it because I don't believe in that shit. So,
Biggest thing in my area
I call bullshit on people and their paranormal activity.
If you actually look up the area I live in, Fort Fisher is right down the street from me. And Fort Fisher was one of the bloodiest battles during some war or some shit. All these thousands of people supposedly died in the bunkers, and we had the ghost hunters come here before. They went all through the bunkers and all out in the area. Oh, look, we seen ghosts. We went out there and stayed.
Yeah, I see ghosts too. He's right there.
We have gone out there and stayed all night long. Never saw a fucking thing. And we were looking too, man. You know, we were watching. We didn't see anything. We've got one of the most haunted battleships in the world right down below my house, the USS North Carolina. If you ever watched the show Ghost Hunters, they still actually come here and do shows from this ship. And I can actually take my drone up in my backyard and show it to you on my drone. They claim to catch all this footage and all this stuff on this ship. I've never seen shit on it, but you know. Maybe you have to be looking for it really hard.
Enough to make it seen in your own
Uh,
imagination.
Spook
speaking
asks,
of-
Jason
Go ahead.
versus Kruger. Who wins?
Kruger. You know why? Because Jason's got to sleep at some fucking point.
Oh, I mean, but he's supernatural too. So why does he have to sleep?
But good point. But
I was gonna say I've never seen him sleep. I mean, they've knocked him out before.
Clown says they have
Well, I
ghost
mean-
beavers in Canada.
They have ghost beavers. That's what
Is that a thing? Do they chew down real trees though?
Husk is asking, how do you manage to catch a pelt trader and a trash panda?
StreamYards. It's pretty easy. Just catch them right in StreamYards. Ooh, Dan. Speaking of that, I have been to the Waverly Hills Sanitarium, dude. When I lived in Louisville, oh my God. You won't see any ghosts or any demons, but you will see a bunch of ravaging crackheads and meth addicts running through the building with no clothes on.
Yeah.
that
pretty
the
much
place is
explains.
the place is creepy as fuck though, dude. It's creepy as hell, man. But there, and speaking of the ghost thing, anybody remember back when Unsolved Mysteries was actually a thing when we were kids, and you would actually see footage of actual ghosts? They look like a person, right? Now it's like a little orb is supposed to be this ghost. And look, I think we take pictures every day in my company. If you do like this and blow anything by your camera, you're going to get a picture of a little dust particle. Now that's a ghost, by the way. I find it amusing.
The one that's
people
big
say
around
what they
here
wanna say.
is Ohio State Reformatory. People love that place.
And see, I just like watching ghost shows, not because I know they're not going to find anything, because I love their reactions. Because if you're this big bad ghost hunter and you've been doing this 5 years, why are you going to freak out every time the floor creaks? And if you're standing inside of a house made back in 1798 by
Everything's
Martha
gonna
and
creak.
Bob, hell
Why
yeah,
are
it's
you
going
not
to creak, dude.
Yeah, why are you not surprised it's not falling apart and creaking?
But the funniest part, though, I seen one. I don't remember who it was. They were in another country, and they're talking to this ghost in English. So when you die, you just become bilingual.
Everybody just knows English. It's just like the default.
Yeah. Bob, tap on this wall 3 times if you can hear me. And if Bob is a legit ghost, he's sitting there going, "What the fuck need a lot of people saying, man? Because we don't know. He don't know. He ain't understanding English.
Do you not know what country you're in?
Yeah, he's not understanding English, man. It's just weird."
Born Distracted wants to know, is Bigfoot real?
His name's Daryl, according to Progressive.
He makes jerky commercials. Come on now.
Yeah, you can get beef jerky from him. But on the honest side, dude, there was actually, it made the news here not too long ago, a couple of counties over. Some guy claimed he saw Bigfoot. So I personally, I've never seen anything paranormal ever, but it is interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I just I don't know. I don't believe in the paranormal stuff, and I think most of the Bigfoot type stuff is all hoax, like shit. From back in the
Yeah,
day.
dude,
Like,
it's a bunch of
come
rednecks.
on, I mean, if it was that fucking like real, don't you think more people would actually be interested in it
With
instead of
every-
It's all
It's
like
like
government cover-up. What are you talking about?
with everybody in the world having a
Fucking
camera
government.
with them at all times, somebody would have had a picture of this bastard by now.
Right? Like, I mean,
I
mean-
anybody takes their kid camping, that kid's going to be all over their social media about how much they hate their life. But they see Bigfoot. You don't think that'd be like, oh, TikTok, oh, fuck.
And they would have TikTok. It'd exactly be on there.
The first Bigfoot sighting is going to be with like some freaking Taylor Swift song.
Right? Exactly.
And Blue Moon FC is an American Werewolf in London, a horror film or a comedy. Oh my God, Blue Moon! That's one of my favorite movies there too, dude.
That is an
I don't know.
awesome
I
movie.
would call it horror because that movie scared the living shit out of me when I was a kid and I watched it for the first time. especially in that scene where he's having that nightmare and he's laying in the hospital bed in the middle of the woods, and the nurse comes up and he opens his eyes and they're all like freaky looking. He's got the teeth. Man, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, dude. I love that movie. And for a movie made in the 80s, even all the work they did was amazing on him, man, watching him change to a werewolf.
Yeah, it was well done.
Very well done. And what is up, Martinez? Go ahead. Sorry.
Bomber wants to know if he gets a hold of his mom's film, would you share it on stream? About her seeing a ghost.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
He's like, what kind of film are we putting on here?
I was like, wait, what film are you guys talking about?
That kind of worries me, dude.
Here's Mom's Bomber's film. Wow, chicka, wow. Oh, God, no.
Nano, good morning.
Morning, Nano.
From the other side of the pond.
What's up?
Like what Nadine said, he's not a winner at hide and seek for nothing.
The man who got them horns, Cujo, and original It See Me Get Chills. Cujo, I don't know, dude. Cujo was bad, but the original It was creepy as hell. And Tim
Funny
Curry,
thing about Cujo,
Tim Curry, yeah, that was impressive.
Freaking Stephen King does not remember writing Cujo. He was coked out.
It was a dog, man. It was a Saint Bernard. I mean, he had rabies. You could have beat his ass some way or another. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, it was a pretty I don't understand why that one got such people were like, oh my god, it's a fucking dog.
Because it had D. Wallace in it.
Yeah.
Dreadpool says, wifey is asking how's the little baby.
Mason is great. He's growing very quick. And he turned 6 weeks old this past Monday. He's doing great, man.
Bomber asks, do you happen to know what the name of the film with the devil chasing after Santa on the rooftops is? It's the one I could never find, and it haunted me as a child.
Santa was chasing. The devil's chasing Santa. I don't fucking.
Was that like a Krampus movie?
No. It wasn't Black. Well, I don't know. There's so many Black Christmas movies now.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 or 5 of them now, dude. I can't remember
number 6.
But I'll try to figure it out, man. I'll see if I can figure it out. But that one don't really ring a bell with me. Not at all. So, do we have any more questions from the chat? I was really expecting some hardcore questions.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting some crazy shit. He did Distracted. I have no idea what movie that one is. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Spook. I think that's the one. I don't remember a devil chasing Santa around in that one. I remember Santa being a serial killer, but that's all I remember.
There's a really old film from 1959 called Santa Claus where he fights the devil.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Is it that old, Bomber?
That's older than me, folks. I was not even thought of back then. Not even close. Yeah, I wasn't even a twinkle in my father's eye at that point. Or a burning in his...
It's called Santa Claus versus the Devil from 1959.
Wow, somebody actually came up with that, huh?
It's on the worst movies of all time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that explains it.
Okay, that makes more sense that it's on that list.
Yeah.
Exactly. The movie looks like it was filmed in the 50s. I'll say that. Yes, it was Miracle on 34th Street, Cloud. Thank you.
Miracle on 34th Street.
The R cut.
That's a terrible name.
Oh, Nano dropped a super chat.
Thank you, Dano, for the $4.99 super chat. Anyone fill me in on what's happening? is I've joined late and I'm saying hi to everyone, but had no clue what's going on. What do I do? Ask Wilmy. You pretty much just did it, Nano. You just type a question into the chat, dude. That's it.
Born Distracted asks, what strange animal species would make a good horror flick character?
Chupacabra.
Haven't they did that already?
Well, I mean, a werewolf has been overdone. Actually, though, it's been a while since we've had a really good werewolf movie, huh?
Let's see people getting killed by hordes of flamingos. There we go.
Yeah.
Death by flamingo.
I got a real quick answer for you on this one. Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's my favorite game this generation. Because that is one game I have played from start to finish, and I was not going to touch another game until I did finish it. And Cloud, time to dig deep. Cheerios or mini wheats? Neither. I'm diabetic. I don't eat cereal. That shit's just pure straight up sugar.
I'm not diabetic, but I still don't eat cereal.
I have not touched cereal, dude, in like 20 years. Maybe even longer than that. That's called diabetes in a box. And Wilford Brimley just passed away last week, so it was diabetes in a box. Yeah, I can't handle that shit, man. My stomach might stop growling for a little bit, but it wouldn't matter if I was in the hospital.
What is your drink of choice among all drinks?
My
From
drink of
HR
choice?
Bomber. Oh,
my drink of choice? Probably the Diet Dr. Pepper cream soda.
I was waiting for it.
That shit is good, man. I got you addicted to that shit too, and a couple other people. This shit's amazing. Since I don't drink alcohol, I mean, there's got to be something there.
Coffee will always be my number one.
I can't believe nobody's even asked that question. That's kind of crazy. Nobody's even asked anything about their booze or drugs or anything, man. These people are kind of being nice, aren't they? That's weird.
How high are you, Wilmy?
I'm not at all.
He doesn't get high.
You want to get high?
You guys are aware of it.
Yeah. Don't even do it. Never done it. Well, can I pull the Bill Clinton? I smoked once, but I didn't inhale. Here we go. Nano. If you could be any gaming character, who would you be and where would you rather have your character be? Damn. Any gaming character. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd want to be any gaming character I've ever played. I can't think of a gaming character I'd really want to be, Nano. I sure as hell don't want to be in The Last of Us. I don't want to be in Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, you get popped into Ghost of Tsushima and not know what the hell they're saying. You're like, what the fuck?
maybe Leisure Suit Larry. At least he had fun. He was kind of, stupid and had a weird personality, but I mean, at least he had entertainment. So yeah, let's go with Leisure Suit Larry.
Bomber asked. Oh, there you go.
Go ahead, Leo.
Oh, have you ever found something in a house that you had to clean and kept it?
No.
It's against the rules, I'm guessing.
Oh no, it's not against the rules.
Just
it's
want
not?
it.
Never.
Well, I can't say that you'd ever find anything you'd want to keep that I could think of.
Yeah, there's yeah. And Nadine, there's actually a new Larry game already on PlayStation 4.
Wow. ABA wants to be Shepard for Mass Effect. That's a rough road.
Yeah.
And Blue Moon asks, Trading Places or Beverly Hills Cop? Best film. Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, Trading Places was funny, but Beverly Hills Cop was much better.
The comedy was there with Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cloud. Yeah. To add to Bomber's question, what's the coolest thing you've come across in a house?
Oh. Damn. That's a tough one. Oh, I mean, we do see some stuff, that's really old and in some places. But I mean, it's just like to make that connection. I try not to make that connection. Uh, Nothing really, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you just don't really pay that much attention to the stuff inside. To be honest, you just do what you got to do and move on.
Does any of your team, like any of those guys, maybe even the younger ones, like, do stupid things on the job site, just take pictures of like some of the weirdest shit and be like, these people fucking crazy?
Yeah, we've had that happen. Yeah, we've had that happen a couple of times. And Bomber asked, what is your favorite Keanu Reeves film and why? Bill and Ted. I've never watched The Matrix. Never. I've never seen The Matrix, any of those. I've never watched that other movie he's in about him and the dog or whatever. The only thing I know Keanu Reeves from is Bill and Ted. And the new one comes out September the 1st, by the way.
I actually saw Matrix on a fluke. I got dropped off at the theater, and I just picked a movie by the poster. I was like, oh, okay, never heard about it.
Never watched it. I've never watched John Wick either. That's the name of it.
Wilmy, is there any places you want to travel to?
Nope. I'm good. I've traveled enough in my lifetime. I've seen enough places. Yeah, I'm good. I've been to countries that I couldn't even fucking pronounce and probably couldn't even find on a map for you right now at this moment. So, no, I'm good. I've traveled enough.
Matt is saying you have to watch the John Wick movies.
Nah, I don't. It's just not my thing, man. I don't really care for them. The last action type movie I watched was the newest Bruce Willis movie where he just redid. Oh God, what was the name of it? Where he played the vigilante.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Because
Falling Down.
No,
they didn't remake that.
No, it was one of the movies they used to make in the 80s, and that guy used to play the vigilante. He played in all of them.
You talking about Die Hard?
No, it wasn't Die Hard. I can't remember the name of it, dude. He actually did pretty good in it. So,
I thought your last action movie was Bloodshot.
yeah,
Death Wish.
Greg's got it. Bronson used to play in the movies.
Was it Death Wish?
Yes, that's it. Death Wish. That is it. Yep, Nadine got it too. I'm just not into those type of movies, man, because they're like a dime a dozen, dude. They're totally a dime a dozen. And Bomber, when you play Cyberpunk, when you play as a male or female, will you try to have as many relationships as you can with everyone you can? I'm not a hoe, Bomber, like you.
We know how Bomber's going to be playing that game.
Well, wait. You're telling me you guys don't play a game and you're not like, I'm going to bang everybody that's in this fucking game.
Actually, no, I've never done that, Ghost.
Like, I was totally expecting playing Odyssey. I was like, I'm going to wear this chick out with anybody that comes along. Do not care. And you don't get, like, traveling the world, you're a hooker achievement, which I totally expected. Well, like, where's that at?
Oh, and let's see. Dano goes, where do you see yourself in a decade? We'll be retired. Hopefully.
Teaching your grandson things.
Yep. Hopefully I will be retired by that time. I'm going to just sit back, hand my daughter the business, and I'm going to sit back and just continue acting stupid on YouTube and maybe do something else on the side. That's where I see myself in 10 years.
So you just said you weren't a hoe.
You know what I'm saying. Oh.
Um,
I miss Distracted goes, who would win in a fight between Fort Boy and Chris Farley? Well, apparently Fort Boy, because Chris Farley's dead.
Chris Farley's dead, yeah.
If Chris Farley won, I'd be like, whoa.
Fort does kind of remind me of Chris Farley in a way. Just not as talented and funny, but yeah, he does kind of remind me of him in a way.
I don't think
Farley would
does
probably be
coke
a
and
skeleton
drinks
by now.
either.
And we got Noof. And Spook asked Ghost, how many children did your Fable character have?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I remember when the first
Sorry.
time I got like an STD in that game, I was like, "What?"
I can't wait for the new one to come out. Like
Every new
I'm
area
excited for the new
Ghost
Fable.
rode into, they were women standing on the streets holding up babies.
This is your child.
You remember there was like the dark cult and then the good cult in the Fable series? Those were all ghost kids.
Yeah, that's it. And thank you, Cedric, for the $5 super chat. 48 hours and another 48 hours were good films. Yes, they were. Nick
Yeah,
Nolte,
those were good.
they were actually good. Him and Eddie Murphy in those, they were good movies too. I haven't seen those in forever. It's been a
Yeah, it's
very
been a
long.
while.
Yeah, me too, dude. It's been a long time. Let's see what else we got. Keep coming with the questions, folks. And I'm still really shocked I haven't seen anything
Like
outrageous.
if I probably Perp, GDP, Granddaddy Perp is my favorite smoke to go with. But you know, I still kind of do the black market stuff because you know, on my state's not cool enough to legalize it yet because they're dumbasses. It's good cash.
That's
crop.
because you're in South Carolina.
Yeah, I hate it here. But yeah, GDP.
Dreadpool asked, "Oh,
No, go ahead.
will you have Fork Boy Gaming do the Chris Farley Chippendales dance on GBTD?"
That would be awesome, actually, Dredd.
Dude, wow, that
Would you rather see that or for it to be slapped with a fish wrapped in barbed wire?
You know, Fork's
fuck
not paying
the
attention
fish.
right
I
now.
think if you could get him to do the whole dance and we could actually get him into the fucking Chippendales get up kind of thing that like Farley had going on with Swayze in that fucking scene.
Oh my god,
that would be fucking epic.
That would be funny as hell. But we have talked to Fork about that one, dude. I don't know if he'd go for that. He might, maybe.
Yeah, might be a hard
Got a
one
shot.
to go with.
Yeah, you got a shot at it at least. Hopefully. But that would be kind of scary on our ends because you got to remember, you know.
Yeah.
Born Distracted asked, "Did you ever see the movie Q&A starring Nick Nolte and Armand Assante?"
I don't think I did. If I did, I don't remember it. Yeah, I don't think I did. Not at all. And David
I can't say
BGS,
I've heard of it.
favorite food? Damn. That's a tough one.
The blood of my enemies.
I mean, when you're diabetic, you have to kind of limit what you eat. So I'm going to say oysters and shrimp and lobster.
There you go.
I eat a lot of seafood, dude.
Taters.
And chicken, let me tell you, brother, when you're diabetic, you learn 1,398 ways to cook chicken. So,
Oh, Bomber. Who's your favorite or your female celebrity crush? Or if you don't have one, who was yours when you were growing up?
Paula Abdul. Totally. It's Paula Abdul.
Yeah, I think mine was Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, not going to lie. At least Paula Abdul didn't, grow up to be completely batshit crazy like Alyssa, huh?
Yeah, I mean, she probably got hurt from all those baseball players and whatnot. I mean, she doesn't have a good track record anymore. I'd like to remember when she was a little more innocent. You know what I mean? Like,
but yeah, it had to be Paula, dude. Totally Paula Abdul. What's the next one?
Sandra Bullock. I remember seeing her in Heat.
Nano is pulling. What about, you remember Nano? The Rush, I think it's called the Rush video she made. Actually, Keanu Reeves was in that video. It's going back in circle. Keanu Reeves was in that music video with her.
The only music video from her I remember is the one with the cat. The animated cat.
oh, yeah, I remember the animated cat one.
Mm-hmm. That's because I'm older than you, Leah.
I couldn't tell.
I'm still amazed I made it this far.
I mean, Wilmy was there when fire was invented, so
No,
he's like,
I'm not,
ooh, ow, birds.
not that old. All right, keep them coming, folks.
And Cloud's into Rosie O'Donnell.
Ooh, that's creepy and scary as hell.
It's a Canadian thing, I'm betting.
There's someone out there for everybody.
I hate to break it to you, Cloud, but she's a lesbian.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Bomber's asking, have you seen Idiocracy? Doesn't it feel like Idiotic? Yeah. Doesn't it feel like how the U.S. is now?
Yes. That movie with the fucking Gatorade and the fucking like fountains and bullshit. That movie.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I don't think I've ever watched
movie.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
Terry Crews is the president. President fucking 5 names.
Right, yeah, it's funny, but it's like just one of these stupid movies that like you're like, they made this? Why?
And like no one can read and
And Nano asked
the US future.
If you could do biorobotics to replace your entire body to extend your life, would you?
Like Ghost in the Shell?
Nano, I'm going to say no. And this may sound really dumb, but no, I don't think so, man. Because, well, Nano, I'm pretty sure we're about the same. We're saying close, in the age range together. I've seen a lot of things change, and life in 2020 is nothing like life back in 1980. And I don't know, dude. When it's my time to go, it'll be my time to go. And Elon Musk could come to me right now and knock on my door and say, hey, man, we got something for you here. You can extend you. Nah. I just want to see, I've seen my children grow up, put them through college, all that good stuff. I want to see my grandson grow up, maybe have, a couple more grandkids at some point. But at that point, dude, I'm done. Let me out of here.
See what's next.
Yeah, I know there's nothing next besides being bug food. But I don't think I could do that.
Born Distracted ass.
Plant you as a tree. You could come back as a tree and just grow.
Did the character Rodney Dangerfield play in the movie Natural Born Killers freak you out?
No, not at all. And I had not seen that movie.
Sorry. Yeah, it actually, when you watch that movie and you see him play that, you're like, yeah, I could see him actually doing that in real life. It was solid. It was solid work. I'm just saying.
Well, remember the first, what was that movie Jim Carrey was in? Was it 23?
Oh,
yeah.
Creepy movie. Dude, he nailed that shit because he'd always been in those comedies and stuff. And
yeah,
he played that movie 23. He actually did very
Jesus Christ. See what Cloud put?
Goats and I can smoke you if we plant you as a tree, will we? We just sent parts of myself up to Canada, right? Okay.
But you never put that in a dehydrator before.
That's a thought, I guess. Yeah. But the bad part, there's not much of me, so it wouldn't take you long to smoke me up anyway. So, but damn, I was expecting much tougher questions.
I've been checking Twitter too, and nothing's been popping out.
Yeah, I was expecting much tougher stuff.
I think Bomber went the
anybody in the
deepest.
chat got something you want to ask? Go ahead. Shoot it out there.
Exactly. Because if not, we'll cut it short, folks. There's games to be played.
Bomber asked, what was your biggest struggle when you were losing weight?
I'm still fat. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, Wilmy.
I've never had to lose weight, so.
Actually, my biggest struggle was eating. Being Southern, to be honest.
Yeah, the food.
When you're Southern, man, everything's fucking fried. You know that, Bomber. You live in Alabama. You're farther south than I am. Everything here is fried, dude. And
I mean, who doesn't like fried chicken?
People here drink sweet tea. And
they fry everything here.
Yeah, everything here is fried, dude. And I just I give it all
Oreos, Reese cups.
Do you see what Caden
Twinkies.
Yep.
Bars of fucking butter. People are fucking psychopaths here.
My dear, that is not even fair. Because you know your sister and your brother are probably listening to this. We will not get into this.
Wink,
not
wink.
Wink. You know the answer, but we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to say it out loud.
She is my youngest daughter. But if you get a stem, what could that be? Oh God, that goes to you. That goes to you and Cloud there, Ghost.
I mean, I don't smoke stems, so I'm just gonna accept that as that's the part of Wilmy that didn't need to be smoked, and it's fine. We'll just smoke the flowers. It's no big deal. Like,
Man, they're dead set on this now.
Yeah, you done started a new trend.
hey, I mean, wait, if you murdered someone, where would you hide the body? Well, clearly that's not gonna be told here.
Actually, I'd take it down to Zeke's Island. Zeke's Island's right down the road. Just toss it over in there, or take it out somewhere.
Yeah,
to make
just throw it in a Walmart.
Yeah, that's probably the best place. Or actually, now just toss it anywhere.
Find a good
Bomber's
little
asking, do you want movie theaters to come back, or would you rather them do the $30 digital rental till release?
Well, Bomber, I do like going to the theater, but I don't mind the digital. I don't mind the digital because I've got my jacked up, pumped up, surround sound and my big ass television. I can kick back in my living room and watch them just as fine.
Wait, you don't think $30 is a bit much? I think $30 is a bit much. Am I just like weird about that? Is that just me? Like,
that really sucks because you're not getting the movie too.
I wouldn't rent a movie for $30 fucking dollars.
I'll wait and buy it.
30. Like, I'll put fucking 10 on it or whatever, and that'll be about it. $12 at best. Like, it's no different than a digital service from anything else. Why suddenly do I have to pay more for this content?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Recently, most of the movies that have came out in the last couple of weeks they've not been charging that much to rent. So I don't know if this is a new thing. Well, this is starting with that Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say the Mulan was the first one to say anything.
Yeah. See, I'm not buying that shit anyway, dude. I hate Disney. I hate Disney, period. And I mean, not in short ways. I just don't like Disney. I hate Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, all them fuckers.
He's a Looney Tunes guy.
Goofy too. I don't like him either.
You didn't think Chip and Dale were kind of cool? Like,
not really.
Chip and Dale.
Like Rescue Rangers? Anybody? No.
I grew up on Bugs Bunny, man.
Some really good characters there.
I grew up watching Bugs Bunny, watching Elmer Fudd, tried to shoot him, and yeah.
Chip and Dale, Tailspin.
Classic Looney Tunes, for sure.
And Distracted, do you think terraforming is actually possible on Mars? Ask Elon Musk, because it probably is at some point, but you probably will not see it in your lifetime or mine. So,
Avish asked if you could build an IMAX at your house, would you?
I'm pretty damn close.
It's like he's got enough VR stuff. He doesn't really need an IMAX, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty close now.
Probably the VR fucking hooks it up. Like.
And AP asked a good question. What's your biggest regret, Wilmy, and what would you do different in life if you could do it over again? My MOS. Because when I went in to basic training, I would have picked a different career, something that would not have been as dangerous, and I would probably be a little better off today. I would have picked something much easier.
What does MOS stand for?
Method of service.
Okay. Sorry.
It's your job. In the Navy, they call it your rate. Like, it's just it's your job. Yep. I would have picked something much, much easier. Because I remember going on to base, seeing some of the older guys not limping and hopping around, and their knees and back hurting. And, I was like, I wonder what they did. Well, yeah, now I'm that guy. So, yeah, I would have picked something much easier.
I still find it ironic my nephew went into the Army as a mechanic, and he never worked on a car in his life.
Well, I mean, my son's
you
got a
gotta
couple
understand
of
that they're just gonna teach you what they want you to know. Like, I mean, you
Yeah.
can go in not knowing anything. They're gonna rate like, no, Wilmy wasn't in the Navy. Wilmy was in the Army.
Nah,
I was in the Navy.
Ghost was Navy. I was in the Army.
Army top left, Navy below.
Where they're always at.
Well, they do have subs.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta go down. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
And that's where all those kids come from.
Yeah, exactly. See, Ghost had time to make kids. Some of the rest of us, are actually out there doing shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, I did like 3 years in Iraq. What are you talking about?
I'm just giving you shit. And Bomber, besides the career you did do, is there any other career you would rather have done instead of military and your business, or would you still go into the military? Bomber, I'm not going to bullshit you, dude. The military is the best thing that ever happened to me in some ways. In some ways, it wasn't. Some ways it was, because with my childhood, I did not have much structure, and the military snapped me right into place and gave me some common sense. Because if not, you got it smacked into you back then.
I hear that a lot about people that got into the military. It helped them out a big time. Like, it was
dude, it's
you had the good stuff and the
greatest
bad
thing.
stuff.
Like, yeah, but it's experience, it's life. Like, you grow up and you become like you figure out what life's about. Like, the military was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, hands down.
You learn real quick, and it's one of those things, man. I grew up. I was that teenager in school. I loved to fight, and I loved to pick fights, and I fought a lot. So, being in the military, dude, really helped straighten me out and calm me down quite a bit.
Yes, Drunken Master, you should be worried.
Dan, never been worried. But hopefully you can guess it out.
Fork will be by to check you out.
Yeah. And David VGS, Wilmy, do you have firearms? Yes, I do.
Everybody should. Protect your shit.
So you're the Navy's version of shellback?
Yeah, I'm a shellback. Dreadpool, so yeah, I am. It's you cross equate. It's a whole thing of being on boats. It's not that serious.
Okay, now Nino's trying to start shit.
Navy guys make it in the Army, then they get upset being second in force. Actually, Nano, we just give each other shit, dude.
Yeah, like we're all brothers in arms, like or sisters in arms. For anybody that possibly would be offended, but the services, like, we give each other shit about every other branch being lazy or being worthless or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still your brother in arms. Like, you're not gonna fucking.
Except
you're all playing for the same team.
except for the Air Force, we all like to pick on the Air Force because they get condos and air conditioning and all that good stuff. Jesus. And Distracted, was your boot camp experience anything like Full Metal Jacket? And yes, I know you wasn't a Marine. I'm gonna tell you what, man, it wasn't too damn far off, man. Because back then, dude, they would just slap the shit out of you. They didn't have stress cards back then, man. When you didn't listen, they snatched your ass from the line, and they did it quick.
You see what Drunken Master put?
I got my ass handed to me pretty well. Like, I mean, I wasn't in the Marines, but you would have thought, like, it was fucking damn near the Marines. You were fucking getting yelled at every fucking day, and somebody fucking always giving you shit when you're just like, man, I want to beat the fuck out of you. But you can't, because you're a fucking peon nobody, and it is what it is.
And Drunken asked, do you think NASA invented thunderstorms to cover up the sound of space battles? Drunken, I don't think they created thunderstorms for that. I think they created thunderstorms to cover up the sound of Hillary Clinton's next disappearance. Her next assassination.
Very well could be.
Because it seems like everybody around this woman disappears.
That's true. There's a lot of speculation there.
And then he pops up out of nowhere.
Like,
I want to be president.
The chair force is the only service that deserves the ire. Yes, sir, Spook.
The chair force. That's it.
Born Distracted asked, was the movie Stripes a realistic army movie?
Oh God, no. No, not even close.
I mean, it's a funny movie, and you wish the army was like that, but no.
Isn't that the Bill Murray one?
Yeah, it's the one with Bill Murray and the dude that played Egon or whatever from Ghostbusters.
Yep. And Nano, thank you for the 499 super chat. I'm just jesting. I see all the matter. Oh, dude, we know you're not. We know you're just
Yeah,
playing
no
around.
worries, no worries. You're good, bro.
Hillary Clinton, Phasma.
Who wants to be president? I
That's
hope you
what I
know
was
you
talking
know-
about. She like pops up out of nowhere. I want to be president, like multiple times.
Yeah, I hope you're not asking for anybody on the panel, Phasma, because there's no way in hell you'd actually get me into a political office, period.
Yeah, once you kind of know the side of the government through the military, you're like, this is all
Yeah,
bad.
you learn
this
real
whole
quick.
situation is bad.
Yeah, you
Thanks
learn
for
real
coming
quick.
on, Mama.
You
Have
learn
a good
real
night,
quick
man.
how screwed up every government around the world is. Not just this one.
Oh yeah,
All
it's not
gov-
just one. Like they're all corrupt as fuck.
Hey, Wilmy,
Yeah.
Tenko Blast wants to know why do you look like the Terminator with those shades?
I have no idea.
You don't look that Austrian.
Yeah, I really don't. But yeah, you learn straight up, man, what reality is real quick, and that all these fucking assholes you see are corrupt and they're all being bought and sold.
Yeah.
So
Well, hell, look how much money
Conspiracies
they
are
want you to
fucking
give
real.
them just to fucking go around and say, vote for me.
oh yeah, it's crazy. And like Go said, you learn it real fast.
And I saw a thing where, like, the Democrats and the Republicans both have, like, offices where the Senate and Congress people and governors and all kinds of crap have to go to this office and make phone calls to get money raised all the time. I was like, Jesus.
Well, look at it this way: when you have to be rich to even be elected, that tells you right there something's wrong with the system to begin with.
Right. Seems like the scales
And-
are heavy on one side.
Yeah, I know. When you got to be, make millions just to get, in the election, that tells you something's wrong. And David VGS, do you guys like to go fishing? David, I actually do, sir.
Yeah, fishing's
Whenever it's a
good.
good time.
And
Good
since
time
I
just to
live,
chill, relax.
and since I live at the beach, it's actually a little bit easier.
Yeah.
He catches jellyfish.
And
I
Blue
mean,
Moon,
you
what's the
can,
best thing
but-
about living in the U.S.? Asking as I'm in England. Blue Moon, I really can't answer that, sir, because I don't live in England. I'm not
No,
one of
he's-
these assholes. I'm not one of these assholes from Twitter, because I actually had a dude, and I know some people may remember this. It was a few months ago. I had a dude, man. I don't even remember what my post was. I just posted something just simple and random, and it was just one of the memes I normally post during the day. And this fucking asshole came on my damn post telling me that America was shit. Everybody here was stupid. We're all fucking our sisters, and I was like, dude.
No, I would
Have you
never.
ever been to
She's not
America?
pretty. It's not a.
And I was like, dude, have you ever been to
Someone
America?
watched way
It's
too
not
many
even like a
American
brown bag
movies that had,
situation.
like,
You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
no.
and I was like, have you ever been to the United States? He goes, no, and I never would go. Well, I mean,
stay the
don't-
fuck out of my American conversation.
but I'm kind of on that. I've never lived in England, dude, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
what the
don't
difference
know
would
how
be.
it is over here, except for the obvious, you know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like you have a queen, we don't.
And Distracted asked, did you ever go AWOL or know anyone that has? No, sir, because in my job, you were not allowed to go AWOL. That was called desertion.
That's quite
Yeah.
Guantanamo.
It's they call it UA in the Navy, unauthorized absence.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You-
I've known a few people that dipped out and they came back because eventually the cops catch up with you. You get brought back and then you go serve time at the brig or whatever for fucking running off like a fucking bitch.
Yeah, we never stayed in one place that long. And oh shit, where'd it go? Distracted goes, have you ever fished with Sea Fork? No, I have not. I prefer rod and reel, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you go fishing with explosives, man. If you don't get them the first time, then you're not gonna be getting any fish because they're all gonna run away.
Avish asked, who was the best late night horror movie host there ever was? Elvira, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. You can
Elvira all
actually
day.
play as her in freaking Infinite Warfare zombie mode.
Some of the movies totally sucked, but I mean, hey, she was the best host ever.
Yeah, she was an icon.
Oh, still is, actually, believe it
Yeah.
or not. She totally is. And yeah, Joe Bob's not bad either, Techno. And actually, he's still on Shudder, by the way, I do believe. And this is going to be the last question for the show. Drunk Master D asks, where does lost socks go when they go missing?
No.
I don't think the federal government wants that answered, Dan. I do believe that they go to Area 51 to help, keep the feet warm with the little aliens they got from Rothwell. Because, after the Rothwell crash, they bred all those aliens and created like a little, little area for them to live out in the Nevada desert. So they have to take those missing socks out of your dryer to keep their feet warm.
It's a real seek it squirrel kind of situation. Can't tell.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Distracted. We'll do one more, sir. Go ahead. Fire it away, man. We'll do one more question. What you got?
Now he's on the spot. He's like, shit.
Yeah, now I've fucked him up. We've done less profanity on this show than we've ever done before on the air.
Yeah.
It's been pretty just like chill, relaxed.
Yeah, it's actually been entertaining.
Yeah.
Some interesting questions. And we talked about a lot of stuff aside.
What if aliens are invisible everywhere, but they're dicks and they steal socks to cover them? Dan, you may be onto something, dude.
That could be seen
That's
floating socks.
very possible. But it'd be weird to see socks just floating around you all day, every day.
And people are like, I know what that is.
Unless it's one of those things like off the movie They Live, you have to have the special sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you ever play gags on your fellow soldiers? And can you tell us a story? Oh, God, dude. Yeah, I think we've all done that. We've all taken, a couple of green dicks at one time or another and tied them to their bunk and, set off, like the fire alarms or, we've done worse. We've shaved their heads and maybe a couple of times, drew penises on their faces. And, yeah, we've done a few mean things over the years.
First kid that passes out is always the bitch.
Yes, sir, he is. And Techno, this is going to be our last question. Do you know where Jimmy Hoffa is at? Yes, sir, he is at Area 51. That has been confirmed. He's there with Sean Layden. Actually, I think that's why Sean Layden got abducted and went to Area 51 because he was going after Jimmy Hoffa's body. And was Major Nelson involved in this, Leo? Because they were thinking the other ET games were there?
Probably. Gotta watch out for that guy.
Yeah.
He's got that smile that just says, I know shit.
That's it.
I'm up to something.
We are going to stop there. I want to thank everybody for coming out, man. This is actually really fun. I didn't even realize we'd already passed 2 hours.
Time just flew by. Holy crap.
Yeah, no shit.
And you said we were about to shut down. I looked at the time. I was like, holy shit.
And Jokey. Yes, I can see them on my shades, Jokey.
Well, thanks for everybody that came out tonight and asked the questions.
Yeah, and we will definitely do this again, but hopefully next time we get more questions in. But you guys kept them rolling. And like I said, man, it's all about fun, dude. That's what gaming's supposed to be, is fun. Don't pay attention to all these little asshole whiners and criers on social media. Play what you want. Play where you want. Have fun. Have a
community to be a part of.
Exactly. Don't deal with the negativity. You don't have to deal with it. And everybody, have a great night, and we will see you Wednesday.